Woo! Welcome to Trending Thursday, folks. My name is Glenn Tompkins, senior instructor, and glad to be here. I'm pumped up. I got some coffee. I got my two main shish boom bars. I got Joey. Say hi, Joey. I got Clay. Say hi, Clay. All right, and I got me. Today's going to be a good day. Jay says, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. To you, did you hurt your other ankle? No, I didn't hurt the other ankle. I'm excited. Hey, if you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation. Let me know where you're coming in from. How about Eton coming in right there from Israel? Gotta love that. Peter says, hello from Belgium. Seasick. Oh man, you got seasick? Oh, I hate that. I've only been seasick once. I was on a LST flat bottom boat coming from South Korea back to Japan. It's the first time I ever been seasick in my life, and yuck, I didn't like that. Dan is here from Sweden. Awesome. Roger's here from sunny Arizona. Mimi, oh, that's not our Mimi, is it? That's a different Mimi.
Different Mimi.
That's a different Mimi. Hey, Mimi, glad to have you here. Bob here from Mandeville, Louisiana. Love me some Louisiana right there. I do love me some Louisiana. Mash is here. He says 400 likes and Glenn will do the one chip challenge on. What the heck is the one chip challenge?
That Pocky chip, that super hot chip.
A chip?
Yep. You should do it.
I'm not doing it.
Why not?
Well, it better be for more than 400 likes. If I'm going to eat something that hot, it better be for like 1,000 likes. It's not that hot?
I see people eat it all the time.
Yeah,
I don't even drink anything.
I don't believe you. I so don't believe you. I'm so not listening. Hey, John. All right. So Stephen is here from Germany. Manju is here. Talk about VV Nation. Why you keep changing stuff?
You focus on what you're doing.
All right. So a lot to cover. We all still know what's going on here in the United States as far as the market's conditions. It seems like every day we keep talking about, what is this?
That's it. That's the one chip.
Oh, that's the one chip challenge? Yeah. Paki Muchu Nacho Cheese. What is that?
It's these chips.
What chips?
Right chip
the one chip challenge.
$30 for a chip.
Is that $30 for one chip?
Yeah. They're cheaper at the store.
Wow, I'm not doing that.
Do it.
I like that cigar. And Mark put out that the word of the day today is choposity. That's exactly what we're going through. So the market's going through some turns back and forth, back and forth. You know me, I always want to take advantage of what the market has to give us. So we're going to talk about some stocks. We're going to talk about what's trending. It was tough this week trying to find out what was trending over the last couple of weeks. So I had to go back over the last quarter to see what was actually trending to give some idea of what's still moving in the market. All right. So putting all that, Halal is on Facebook. Hey, hello. How are you? Dia is on Facebook from Canada. Of course, Jay, stay in one place. You either stay on the YouTube side or the Facebook side. All right. Before we get started, let's go look and see what's going on in the market. A little bit of a lot of yellow in the market right now. What does that mean? To be cautious in the market. It's not time to back up the truck and start buying stuff long. Overall, can they see that? No, okay. So it's a good way of seeing the primary wave is still down, but a lot of yellow, a down day. The Fed was on the Hill talking today, and Congress is still grilling him. We'll see what's going on. Don't be tricked, Glenn. All right. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. If you like the content, by all means, hit the like button. And I guess if we get like a lot of likes, I might do the one chip challenge. I don't know what that is, but I guess set my limit. 250. If we get 250 likes, I'll do the one chip challenge. If it kills me, then it's all on y'all's fault. It's Mash's fault if I get dead. All right. Let's start off with, you know what's coming up tomorrow? You know what's coming up tomorrow? The Financial Freedom Summit I will be hosting is going to be a big thing for us. If you haven't already registered, what I need you all to do right now is go to www.vectorvest.com/summit. And I need everybody who's here on our YouTube channel, Looking at Trending Thursday, to register now. Hit that register now. And Facebook, but I don't know. You put it in the Facebook one. I gave them the address, Joey. So whether they're on Facebook or whether and everybody on Facebook to do it too. I hate you sometimes. Why don't you come over here and show them your face and you come up and you do the presentation?
Because I don't want to take your job.
You don't want to. You can't take my job. You know you wouldn't. All right. Will be on Facebook and YouTube. Will it be on YouTube as well? I mean, on Facebook as well? It's going to be on Facebook and YouTube. The cool thing is, even though it's streamed all Friday long, if you can't be there, it will show up over the weekend on YouTube for you to go back and watch. All right. We're going to have a lot of offers, the whole 9 yards. Someone says Jay is doing more with option spreads. We're going to talk about options here. We're going to talk about swing trading. We're going to talk about investing. Rob says we sound like a married couple. No, we don't. Hello, Glenn from Boston. Hey, hello, John. Is Lisa here too? Not my Lisa, but your Lisa. All right. So I wanted to start off with that, making a last push. I need you guys to register. Go register. Also, one other thing with everything we're going to talk about today, if you take an opportunity to share this live link on your social media, let's get more people into the room. All right. With that, going back to the homepage. Can you take me back to the homepage, Joey? Dang, you keep moving stuff around. All right. Again, looking at the market. Look at that. We just moved from a red light back to a yellow light. Choposity. This is really, volatility is still high. It's pulling back today, but volatility is still high, which are going to be giving characteristics of the market moving up and down, up and down, up and down, violent swings. Choposity is a good Glennism to use for the current market's conditions right now. Let's do this. Before we even get into the stories, move that back over. Before we even get into the stories, let's get into the software. All right, let's get into the software. And, excuse me, I want to go to the graphs. Here's the market timing graph. I'm going to put on a 3-month graph, and it's something that I have on that we don't always talk about, the buy, sell, hold ratio. Notice that in the system, there's a lot more stocks going down than going up. So we're definitely in a bearish mode. If I look over the last 6 months, we've had 2 levels of wedges. Here, broke to the downside. Here, broke to the downside. The market definitely has a lot more tendency to be played to the downside. And look at this. Look at these bounces. Short-lived. A little longer-lived, but still short-lived before the market went down. Short-lived before the market go down, before the market went down. And you know why these runs to the upside are short-lived? Is because there's no news pushing the market to the upside. John says, I thought it was choppyosity. That's what's in the book of Glenisms I have here. Oh, is it choppyosity? I guess it's choppyosity. Nonetheless, that's what the market is going through today. And let's go look at it intraday, 5-minute bars today, current day. There it is. All right, this is 5-minute bars looking at the VectorVest composite. Up, down, now another run up, back and forth. It makes it tough to trade on a day like today. It makes it tough to trade on a day like today. But I heard this was the biggest 6-month drop in 40 years. 6 months, here's a 6-month graph. All right, there is a big pull-off. There is a pull-off, but in looking at where are we right now, are we looking for a bottom? The VectorVest indicators that are looking for a bottom, the MTI and the buy-to-sell ratio are definitely saying that we are looking for a bottom, but the news is still pushing the market further down, and that's because inflation is still running rampant. All right, so with that, let's go out to my stories. All right, let's go out to my stories. U.S. recession fears darken the outlook for global growth. And again, all I do is keep talking about the same thing over and over because it's the news. And that's why you're looking at that 6-month graph while the market is moving down. This is why. It is because inflation is an issue. It is because interest rates are being raised. It is because we have issues with supplies. All right. Powell tells Congress, because he's on the Hill again, Powell tells Congress the Fed is strongly committed on inflation, notes recession is a possibility. Remember, it was just said that it's not inevitable that we're going to have a recession, but the Fed is saying it's a possibility. I think it's more than just a possibility. I think that with everything that's going on, inflation is not coming under control. And everybody says, well, the Fed can only do but so much. And it's true. The only main tool that they have is raising interest rates to slow the economy. And by slowing the economy, it helps to bring the prices of everything down because the demand will pull off because things are going to be too expensive. So to a certain extent, we got the prices high, and now it's like, okay, the prices are high. We did what we needed to do to spur the economy. And a lot of this is because all the money that was put into the economy during COVID, and I think it was done for the right reasons. People were losing jobs because of COVID. Businesses were shutting down. So I think it was done for the right reason. But I didn't think we need to put as much stimulus into the market, because it wasn't just the checks that we were getting from the IRS. It was also the added benefits on unemployment. There was a lot of money put into the economy to keep us from going into a recession during COVID. But now there's a price to pay. The price to pay is that inflation is here because we put so much, it drove the prices up. The price to pay is we could have helped ourselves with oil, but we didn't. The price to pay is, and actually this isn't a price to pay, this is just an issue that happened. Well, actually to a certain degree, the supply issues. So there's a lot in between what's going on and how to handle it. The Fed's only tool is to raise interest rates. And even if they do raise interest rates, let's say by 2 or 3% over this time period, we're still historically low. All right, we're still historically low. Now, on the other side, U.S. and European economies slow sharply as recession risk grows. So we're going to be having inflation that's going up. We're going to be raising interest rates. And if the economies are slowing, we're going to see signs of that when people start laying off people because the jobs market is still strong. Companies are still looking for people to hire. There's a lot of jobs out there. So the job boom is still there. But at some point in time, a couple of things are going to happen. With the rising of the interest rates, because companies are still making money, earnings is the engine that drives the market higher. Because they're still making money, they can still hire people. But in quarter 2 and 3 of this year, because of rising interest rates, companies are going to start losing, they're going to start missing out on earnings. That's going to be a showing that the market is slowing down. And if that happens, companies are going to start cutting back on staff. That's going to show that the economy is slowing down. And with that, that should inherently bring prices down because demand won't be as high. But demand is still going to be on food and fuel. That you're not going to be able to get around. That's going to still be there as well. Mark says GETJR 2024. I keep telling you, I got way too many skeletons in my closet. I got way too many skeletons in my closet. Dan says stagflation is next. Joey, if you can find the video, there's a video that I did that talked about inflation, stagflation, recession. It explained all of those things, and it explained what things needed to be looked for those things to happen. And I'm thinking that we are getting into that stagflation phase, but we need the jobs to fall back before we get into full-blown stagflation. Stagflation looks at low jobs. Right now, jobs are still prevalent. So I think we're getting to stagflation without the jobs issue. Okay. And Powell did say, Paul, that inflation was transitory. Your Uncle Glenn had been telling you for the longest time when they first started saying that inflation was not transitory. Inflation is always going to be inflation. Just a fleeting, just passing by. There's no way. You know something? With all of the people that get paid all of the money to do the things that they do to track the economy, how does this get past them? And I'm curious to know, how could this happen? All right. You know that if you put the money out there, prices are going to go up, inflation is going to be there. Robin says, Glenn, a little on crypto. I'll give you a little on crypto. Stay away. All right, that's it in a nutshell. Now, there is an upside to crypto. There is one upside to crypto. It's been slammed. At some point in time, right? At some point in time, you're going to have to say to yourself, is crypto going to rebound? And I think that crypto is going to play a big role in the metaverse. I still think that the metaverse is a ways out. Other than that, Robin, there's not much to say about crypto except for it will Now, I will also say one other thing about crypto. I think that crypto is going through a much needed purge to get away from all of the people that just jumped on the bandwagon, all of the coins that just jumped on the bandwagon to make money in crypto. I think a lot of those companies are going to get phased out because the market is just getting slammed. All right, the crypto market is getting slammed. So I think a lot of those companies will phase themselves out. And I think that once this is all done, the solid crypto companies will be there. So Robin, that's the most that I can say in regards to crypto right now. Ninja says, don't you wonder if the person passing the rules doesn't actually shop at a regular grocery store or balance a budget? You know something? Sometimes are we getting to a point where we are disconnected, that our government is disconnected from us? You know, the big numbers that they look at is what they look at, but do they really go out into their constituencies, whether you're in the House or whether you're in the Senate? Do you actually go out to your constituencies to see what they're going through? You think about that? And I think that our government may be very disconnected. But when it comes time to run for office, oh yeah, my people want this, my people want that. But once you're in office, how many people actually go and spend time? And, that's a good conversation to have because, if they were out in the streets where their constituents are, they could make the laws to fit the people that are out there. Think about that. They don't care about inflation. They only worry that they have to save this. And it's a sad state of affairs. It really becomes a sad state of affairs. If you want to pass the laws to help your people, then be out there where your people are to see what they're doing. All right. So that's my 2 cents in regards to that. All right. Let's go back to my list of stocks. Let's go find my list of stocks. Today's stocks we're going to look at today. Now that we talked a lot about the market, let's go down to the stocks that I look at for the market and notice that they're all the way on the bottom of the list. Out of the 16 stocks, they're all the way at the bottom of the list because the market's just being so beaten up. Sonny says, big government is bought and paid for and make no laws to favor big. I know. I know that too. All right, man, like I said, me and Joey need to go out on a tour where we can sit around and talk about a lot of the stuff that's on my mind that I really won't talk about what's here. Crypto will survive only if we get back to normal business. Well, there's a lot of states that are staking their pensions on some of their pensions on crypto. I think that the Fed is coming out with a Fed coin. So it's in the conversation. It really is out there. They are sitting at the table with the big boys. They really, really are. I just think that right now, crypto is going through a real purge. I really do. What's your opinion on alternative energy stocks, plug power stocks? I'm a fan of them. I think that we do need to lessen our carbon footprint, but I need you guys to know, I think that from the idea of electric cars, which I'm a fan of, even though they're expensive, and I think that as the demand picks up on them, these manufacturers are going to be forced to make lower dollar cars. They're going to be forced to. Tesla's already doing it. But I think that the market should have dictated the direction more so than the government dictating the direction. The government mandated and said, if you go and do this, we're going to help you out and we're going to give you this and that. And let the markets naturally migrate to alternative energy. But the problem is, if it wasn't talked about, a lot of people would not have migrated over to cleaner energy. They wouldn't have. All right. So we talk about wind, we talk about solar, we talk about electric. Now the conversation is coming into hydrogen as well. I like all of these things for the purposes of lessening our carbon footprint, but it's not got to only be us. It's got to be everybody in conjunction with everybody to lessen the carbon footprint across the world. So with that being said, do I think that the alternative energies have possibilities to make money? Absolutely. I absolutely. So how about Toyota's hydro fuel vehicle, the Mirage Sporty sedan is $50K. And I think I'm gonna do a hydrogen story next week. I think I'm going to do a hydrogen story next week. Paul says, I see a lot of Teslas on the road because the demand was there. And Tesla met the demand. All of these other electric vehicles are out there now have to do the same thing. Can they meet the demand? There's a lot in my area in Mooresville. There's a lot of Teslas. And I think that, again, the demand is picking up, which is why I think these companies are viable plays because the demand is actually picking up. So I've been talking about electric vehicles for a minute, whether you liked it or not, based upon how we got here. I still think electric vehicles from the standpoint of investing in the market. All right. Tony says the metaverse. Yeah, right. Tony, you can't deny that it's going to be. And where too many companies have put billions of dollars into their infrastructure for the metaverse. No matter what you think, no matter everybody out there, the metaverse is going to be at some point in time. Demand, how about competition? And that's what these other companies that are coming into this space, the EV space, is the competition, Dan. You got your Lucids, you got your Neos, you got all of the major manufacturers on the US side. The competition is there. All right, the competition is there. So I'm telling you, it is what it is. All right, let's go see what the stocks that I'm looking at for the market look like. View the stock graph. Let's bring that up. Put this on a 3-month graph. There's the market, folks. There's the market. Look at that trend line. This is a 3-month graph. Look at that trend line. And you won't think, when we talk about finding a bottom, there's a couple of things I'm looking for. I'm looking for the price of the composite to break above that trend line. All right, number one. But number two, I need positive news catalysts to move the market higher as well. Those are the two things that I'm looking for. All right, those are the two things that I'm looking for. And whether it's on the spiders or on the VVC, those are the two things I'm looking for. Look at the earnings per share on the VectorVest composite over the last 3 months have fallen. Now, the volume is there in the market. There is our 20-day exponential moving average. For the majority of this 3-month time, that 20-day exponential moving average. We had a wedge here. We broke to the bottom of the wedge. There's a lot of bearness in the market, and these runs to the upside are short-lived. And look at that. Even if I extend my trend line, even if we do get a bounce, if we don't break through that trend line, folks, what do you think is going to happen? We're going to come back, retest that level of resistance, and probably put in a new low. All right. John says electricity storage more than anything. I don't disagree with that. Now, a lot of people say, well, you can't harness alternative energy. Sure, you can. You can turn electricity into you can turn wind into electricity and store it. You can turn solar into electricity and store it. So you can harness the power of the natural elements and store that power in batteries. So you can. The storage is there. The storage is already there. So overall, still a lot more bearishness in the market to come. Even if we get a rebound, here's the VVC. I need to see if we'll break above that level of ongoing resistance. All right, let's go out to my next story. My next story is talking about what I like to call home stocks. People want to get away, and a lot of people are willing to pay money to get away. All right, a lot of people are willing to pay money to get away, but a lot of people are not willing to pay money to get away. How many of you, I know we've been locked down for a couple of years because of COVID. How many of you out there are willing to pay prices, the inflated prices to buy a ticket to get away? Type of 1. If you would rather to not pay the inflated prices to get away, type of 2. Kirby says, newsflash. Glenn says, you can harness the power of natural elements. The storage is there. Kirby, you disagree with me? All right, type a 1 or a 2, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Type a number. How many of you are willing to pay the inflated prices to go away? Type of 1. How many of you are not willing to pay the inflated prices to go away? Type of 2. Now, a lot of people are typing 1. All right, a lot of people are typing 1. My Facebook people, what y'all typing? Alex says, when the Fed goes dovish, the crypto will really rally. I don't disagree with that either. Not the prices, not just the prices, but the cancellations. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough because they're overbooking. A lot of people are booking, but they're overbooking. Kirby says, I agree with you. Just driving the news that you were looking for. Thank you, Kirby. Roger says, there are some people I'd pay to go away. I hear that. Martin says, going on a trip, spending 2,000s. 2, stacking gold and silver. Well, there's a lot of people doing that too. My wife is getting ready to go on a cruise, an Alaskan cruise, and I'm just hoping they got up there. They're sailing out of Seattle, so they got to get from North Carolina to Seattle. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So with that, a lot of people not willing to pay the extended, the overextended prices on stuff. How about staying home? Well, if you want to stay home, how about having a staycation? Part of having a staycation is maybe updating some of the stuff in your house. So Lazy Boy stocks jumps as earnings top estimates despite rising costs. People are buying furniture. People, they're staying home instead of flying away. They're staying home and they're saying, "Yo, I'm gonna get some new furniture." Did you get any new furniture recently? We did. We got these 2. We moved from a couch because it's just me and my wife. We moved from a couch to a 2-chair recliners. All right, with a little storage space between. So now. That's kind of cool. We got that relatively recently, but we like that. All right. And then we got a couple other chairs, blah, 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 blah. But that was something new. John said, let's all take a trip to Glenn's house and he can cook for everyone and be the DJ too. I wouldn't mind. I love cooking. So I got a smoker, I got a charcoal grill, and I've got a Blackstone flat top. I can cook whatever the hell you want. Ooh-wee. You come over, and then in the backyard, I'll set up my DJ rig. Oh, we can have some fun. All right, so I can make that happen. All right, I can make that happen. Sonny says, we're staying at home and watching Glenn. Aw, that's right. So that's why you need to go out and get your Lazy Boy chair. All right, so that's one stock in that space. John says, I'll help you cook. I got some bacon for the flat top. All right. That would be kind of cool. I invite everybody over and then but we could do that here.
Yeah.
We could actually do that here at VectorVest. We could have a VV. How many of you would be willing to attend a VVCon? Oh, how many of you would be willing? We'll have a spread of food. We'll have the music. How many of you would be willing to attend a VVCon? That would be interesting. I want to type a 1 if you'd be interested. Type a 1 if you'd be interested. That's something. Clay is here. Clay is the guy that sets a lot of this stuff in motion. I want everybody, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, to chime in. That would be really, and I would DJ it. I would tell you, I would DJ it. All right, Tyree says, I'm in Spartanburg, only an hour drive. Look at this. I got a lot of ones of VVCon. It would be here in North Carolina, Robin. All right. Jeff says, not if I have to fly. So it would be around, that would be really kind of interesting.
Awesome.
A VVCon. All right. And we would still do some kind of some kind of presentations on stuff. We could still do that.
A little fun, a little business.
A little fun, a little business. I like that. Just let me know. Can you invite Dr. D? Absolutely, Kirby. Absolutely. A lot of ones. I'm in Triton, about 10-minute drive. Robert, you're close to me. I live in Mooresville. All right. So with that, let's go out to the stocks that I have for the home space. And I've got Lazy Boy. Look at where it falls in the list. I've got WEBR. Oh, how many of you love cooking out? I do. And I have Tempur-Pedic. All right. One of the biggest investments you make besides your house or your car is your bed. Something with the stresses that are going on in the market, how about Tempur-Pedic to go out and, now those beds are expensive, but man, they look like they're super good. Jeff D says a lot of fun in a little business. Maybe it's more like that. I'm okay with that. A lot of fun in a little business. All right, so I haven't been to North Carolina in years. Time for a road trip, says Roger. I'm really, you need to really put that out, something like a VVCon, and we could cater it.
Yeah.
And I would DJ it, folks. Hush up, John. I'm not even saying what you said. Miss McClintock says, love my Tempur-Pedic pillow. So 3 stocks in that home stock space, especially if you're thinking about doing a staycation. Let's go see what the stocks look like. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's go take a look at the industry. All right, let's go take a look at the industry. Look at the industry. Let's go look at the industry. I only picked 3 stocks out of the industry. Put this on a 3-month graph, and this is the furniture home stocks. I call this home stocks. Man, it's taking a long time. Actually, I don't want to look at that. I want to look at the sector. Can I look at a sector graph? Yes. That would take all of the stocks that are looking in that space. The home. There we go. Loading graph of home. That's today. That's just today. Over the last 3 months, I like the bounce. And I think that as we get further and further in the summer, it may have a chance. I don't like the earnings per share. Well, remember, the market's getting beaten down. I don't like the earnings per share, but I do like the opportunity possibly for it to move up most recently. And it did it once, and it couldn't stay above. But I think as we get closer and closer to the deep down summer months, it may have an opportunity. All right, so now let's go look at those 3 stocks. Right-click, view the stock graph. Remember, this is all about trending Thursday. What's trending? Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. There's the bounce off the support earnings per share. Again, a lot of stocks are getting beaten up by earnings perspective. Let's see if we can get back and stay above the 20-day exponential moving average. There's Weber. That makes sense. Summer months, Father's Day just popped off. A lot of Weber grills just got bought. Have a good day, Rodney. A lot of grills just got bought. Weber may not be a bad play, and it's cheap. Folks, from a trending perspective, this is something you want to keep your eyes on, all right? I don't like the earnings per share. And on Tempur-Pedic, it's down overall, but from a trending perspective, starting to move up. These are stocks for you to keep your eyes on. All right, let's go to another one, another trend. Drug companies. Man, it seems like every day you find a drug company that's kicking butt and taking names. Here's a stock, FTSX, Innovex Pharma to acquire F-Star. F-Star is the company I'm looking at. Pioneering next generation bispecific discovery platform and clinical programs. It's tough to find these stocks. There's a website that I have, Biopharmacist. What is it? www.biopharma something. Anybody remember the name? There it is, Biopharma Catalyst. And so I spent my own money because I'm an idiot. I should have got VectorVest to do it. I spent my own money. Glenn T at VectorVest, log in. And to see upcoming catalysts and stuff like that on certain stocks, if you have it. Now, I know it sucks that I'm taking you outside of VectorVest, but on biopharma stocks, you need some kind of semblance to find out what's going on in a pipeline for a lot of these companies. This is a good website for it. Where's my catalyst calendars? New medical device, biotech earnings calendar. I think that this space is hot enough. Check this site out. Let me do this. Copy. Yeah, I know. And people probably say, why are you trying to promote somebody else? Oh, hush up. I think it's a good site, especially knowing that pharma companies are starting to move. You got a PDUFA calendar on what stocks are coming out. Blah, blah, blah. Something to keep your eyes on. So with that being said, though, a couple of biopharmaceutical stocks that are out there. FTSF, where's that at? Look at that. Look how much it's up still today. All right, over the combination of being bought. What else is out there? DVAX is out there. I got another one out there. DVAX, VRTX. Where's that? There it is. There's another one. Energy, are you here? VRTX. SIGA. That's another stock we saw in the Jockey Club this morning. Energy, are you here? Reno says, I've heard psychedelic pharmaceutical stocks are going to follow the marijuana stocks paths. I haven't found enough on that story to go running with it, so I don't know yet. All right, so FSTX is getting bought, so you're not going to take advantage of it, right? You're not going to take advantage of it. But how about stocks like Dynavax? All right, let's go back to the stories. So I have another story update. This one is on SIGA. All right, I didn't have a story on Dynavax, but Dynavax is starting to move above the 20-day exponential moving average. Again, I don't like the earnings per share, but from a trending perspective, I do like the move. I'd like to see it take out the 3-month high of 1305, currently trading at 1207. Again, another stock that's not super expensive, but above the 20-day exponential moving average. What else? VRTX. Love this stock from the earnings per share perspective and above the 20-day, and just broke through 2 levels of resistance. It's a little bit more expensive of a stock, but definitely as a drug stock on the move. Definitely as a drug stock on the move. Chris says, maybe consider LABU. Looks like it's being accumulated low right now. And again, if you find out that a lot of these drug companies are starting to move, LABU may not be a bad pick. Let's go LABU. That's a good way. Instead of trying to find a specific stock that's going up, because when all of these drug stocks that are going up go up, LABU is affected in a good way. All right. So instead of trying to hone in on one specific stock by going to that farmer's website, how about this? Coming off a level of support, now breaking above a 20-day exponential moving average on good volume, folks. This may be a great way to play the whole space. Thank you for that, Chris. Alex says, be honest. Could you take Patrick in a boxing match with gloves and headgear? Absolutely, Alex. Absolutely. Do y'all not realize that I am a former United States Marine? Absolutely. I will hit him in the ribs one time freaking hard. He'll fall down, go boom. And you know something? If he starts to kick my butt, I'm going to break his kneecaps. All right. I'm call it like it is. I'm going to call it like it is. All right. But, if you bought DVAX this morning, Lou says he also likes DVAX. I am of the mindset, if you don't want to hone in on a specific stock, how about LABU is still cheap too? If you see that recently that the drug stocks are going up, why not think about playing LABU? So again, thank you for that, Chris. I like that. All right. So those are my drug stocks from a trending perspective. Let's go out to my next story. You know something? It was kind of hard finding stocks that are trending with the market going down the way it is, but I'm still trying to hone in on whatever is there to at least help you guys make some money. I'm going to make one last drive. If you haven't already shared the live link, do that now, folks. Do that right now. Share this live link with the people that are out there. One, just so that they get a feel of what's going on in the market. Two, if they just want to have a little bit of fun behind learning what's going on in the market. John says, Glenn, we now have 9 days in a row with the BSR under 0.20. What do you think about the length of the time under 0.20? I think that it's still setting up for the market to move higher. It is. But even if that's the case, John, I think a lot of algos are going to kick in. I think a lot of money managers are going to say that stocks are on sale. It will push the market higher. Remember I showed you that a moment ago, going back to the graphs. Remember I showed you that on the market time right here. This spot right here, John. The market went up. Well, let's go see where the values were then. All right, let's go to the date line. See this low right here? All right, right here before the market bounce. What was the MTI at? 0.37. What was the buy to sell ratio at? 0.06. That was a time where the big money said, yes, the market's going down a lot. All right, the market's going down a lot, and it's time to buy. And what did the market do? It responded. And it went up. But what I said throughout this whole time, John, is that there was no positive news to push the market higher. And what did the market do? It succumbs, whatever. And it pulled back even deeper than the most recent pullback right there. All right. So what are we doing now? I think let's go look at right now this low. MTI at 0.38. The buy to sell ratio is not even as low as it was right here. It's really close to it. Are we due for another push up in the market? Absolutely, John. But I think until we have a positive catalyst to push the market higher for real, it's going to be another situation right here. Does that make sense, John? So the length that, even all of these situations where we hit new lows, let's go right here. What was the levels? 0.57, buy to sell ratio 0.2. And we ran up. But each time we've run up, we keep going lower than the previous low. Roger says, Glenn, if I share the live link and someone clicks on it tomorrow, will it link to the recording? Yes. Yes, it will. All right. John says, yes, it makes sense. Reminds me of 2008 timeframe. The market was getting killed because of the housing crap. And every time it rebounded, it didn't rebound for too long. We're in the same kind of situation in that there's no positive news because the overarching thing that's going on right now is inflation and how it's kicking everybody in the butt. That's the overarching story right now. And with that, let's go put this on a 6-month graph. Let's put this on a 1-year graph. It's since January pretty much that this has happened. This is since November of 2021. Look at that. Just look at that. Would you look at that? All right. And I can look at that. That's just the market getting killed because of inflation. There's no way of getting around it. All right. There's no way to get around it. The story is the story. From a market timing perspective, look at all of that. I'm looking at our most conservative timing calls. Boom. Was that a good call coming off of that top? Boom. Was this a good call coming off of that rebound? For anybody out there who thinks that we can't time the market, bull horse pucky, because we can. But when we time the market, we're trend followers. We keep our subscribers on the right side of the trend. Look at that call and look at what's going on subsequently after that. This is the slowest, most conservative timing call we have in the market right here. That's what's going on. All right. And again, if we do get a rebound, look at these rebounds. Boom, fall. Boom, fall. Boom, fall. Each one of these. Why? Because inflation is the overarching story. Hikem says, simple. If you want to make money in this environment, you need to be shorting the rallies. Ooh. Sometimes these rallies are a little longer than you want to be shorting down through Hikem. Look at that. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 2 weeks. Do you want to short during that time, or do you want to wait for the market to come to you? Hikem, I'm a big fan of during these runs, we have opportunities to make money. We do. But I'm not going to tell you not to take them. Like right now, if we do start running up again right now, am I going to tell you not to do it? No. I'm going to tell you to take what the market gives you. I'm going to tell you to take what the market gives you. If I'm looking for the market to move up right now, let's look for the 3 and the 8. All right. But I'm going to tell you that most likely the upturn is going to be a lot short-lived. It's going to be short-lived. And I can see that over the last year since November. All right. All right. Man, huh? I like the questions today. All right. Did I look at the drug companies? I think I did. I don't know so. Viewers. Yeah, we looked at drug companies. We did. All right. Let's go to the next story. Sigh. Next story is on food and beverage. Woo! Summertime. Everybody wants a nice, cool drink in their hands, don't they? Like you, Joey, right? Mm-hmm. What kind of drink you like, Joey? What kind of cold beverage would you like?
Cherry.
A Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper. Shut up. I'm a Corona man. I'm a Corona man. Yeah. What you still want a Diet Dr. Cherry? A Dr.
Yeah.
You stupid. How many? What's the drink of choice for you?
Bud Light.
Bud Light. There you go. There you go. Roger says Scotch. Scotch on the rocks. Scotch on the rocks.
Captain Coke is my drink.
Captain and Coke is his drink. All right. But with all of that, you know, people being outside, it's hot as the dickens outside. I think that this is a good spot to be. Food and beverage stocks. Celsius, we looked at this today in the Jockey Club. Buy rating on Celsius yesterday set a price of $80. $80. The company shares closed on Tuesday at $55.23. That's some big upside. That's some big upside. All right, so let's go take a look at some of the stocks I have in this space. There's Celsius, Monster, Coca-Cola. I think those are the only three. Yep, Coca-Cola. You would think Coca-Cola being around as long as it has been would be further up the list. All right, would be further up the list. Lou says 110% with you sell in the morning, possibly buy in the afternoon, and avoid drinking beer. No, well, listen, you want to drink a little bit of beer, not a lot. I got the sugars, I got the beatus, and I don't drink a lot of beer. You know, I don't, because it's got all those carbs in it. All right, but let's take a look at these stocks. All right, Monster. A lot of people like Monster. I don't. I'm not a Monster drinker. I got heart issues too. I think Monster will make my heart blow up in my chest. All right, but look at Celsius. Look at that. Again, right along with what's going on cyclically, with what's going on in the summertime right now. Vodka tonic and extra lime. Ooh, high five, Joey.
Yeah.
Vodka tonic and extra. That was Joey. Joey had to put his man drink in there because he was putting his little boy drink up in there just a second ago. He had to put his but because that's how I'm at work.
Because you're a little boy?
No, it's because I was at work.
Oh.
If I was at home, it'd be a Corona or a Jack and Coke or something like that. That's my big boy drink.
Oh, okay.
You were talking about your little boy drink, your Happy Meal drink. That was your Happy Meal drink. Hey, I'll have a Dr. Pepper Zero with cherry. That's what it's like. All right. Anyway, I like this play. Above the 20-day exponential moving average, broke through one level of resistance, almost two, but look at the earnings per share. Look at the earnings per share. I like that. All right, what else is in this space? Wow, Monster. Look at the earnings per share. This is $91, hitting a new 3-month high. Folks, I'm telling you, this is what's going on. Drew says ice pick equals vodka and iced tea. That does sound good. I like that. I like that. Ooh. Gold, what's a gold hound?
Like a Greyhound, but with something else besides.
Is Greyhound a drink too?
Yeah.
See, he's looking it up because I don't know what either one of those are. But I'm liking that ice pick, vodka and iced tea. Man, Drew, I'm about to take that. Cedric says clear vodka with soda and lemon. Nonetheless, look at these drink stocks. And then Coca-Cola, you know something? Coke is doing the worst out of the three, but look at the bounce. Look at the bounce right now above the 20-day exponential moving average. Again, Trending Thursday is all about what's trending, and I'm bringing you to the forefront of stuff that is trending. All right, that's all. Tomato juice? I ain't doing tomato juice. I don't like Bloody Mary. I don't like tomato juice at all. At all. All right. Greyhound is gin, tonic, salt rim. Wow. Let's look at y'all. Do we need to open up an AA group up in here? Do we need to do that? Cedric says dark, Johnny Walker Blue Label. Man, we're going to start a VectorVest AA group. Hi, my name is Glenn. Hi, Glenn. We're going to... It's member, folks. If you're going to drink responsibly. I'm pretty much done. I covered everything. Again, oh, nope. I got one more thing. Where else do you think is a good place to have your money right now? Where else do you think, and you can see it on the screen, where else do you think is a good place to have your money right now? Miss McClintock says, we enjoy, not overwhelm. I like that. Where else would it be a good place to have your money, especially with the market moving down? Anybody? Look at the screen, not bacon. Contras. Be Contras, not your pocket. It would be Contras. Contras is another place. Look at where my Contras sit in the list. All of them at the top of the list. All of them at the top of the list. Ooh, look at this. Tito's lemonade with a splash of amaretto. Ooh. Wow. Well, we need to have all of this stuff at VVCon, boy. Oh, man. All right. Another place to have your money would be under your Tempur-Pedic. Tempur-Pedic, I like that. Would be in Contras. All right. Look at these Contras. And even on the day where the market is going back and forth, all these Contras still making money. This is today. Let's view the graphs. Look at these today. Dust. Everybody keeps asking me about gold. I'm still not on the session for gold yet. Not yet. It's still the short on gold is still moving. Today's live session look like good channel. Well, any other time is it not a good channel? Damn. I don't know. It's what you're trying to say. I heard the man. Asif, I don't want to talk to you right now. All right. Robert says, don't Contras reset every day? Is it okay to buy for more than a day? Good question. So if you're going to look at Contras, and you're trying to hold overnight or more than a day, I would look at non-leverage Contras. All right. But if you're going to look at leverage, whether double or triple, those would be more so like day trades. They would be. But interesting, on a day that's mixed like today, Dust is kicking butt and taking names. What else is in here? Drip, oil. As much as I like oil, right now, the Contra on the oil side is the way to go. And I'm okay with that. I still think that the oil story hasn't changed enough to push it higher, to keep it low or keep it going down. But that's all right. Take what the market gives you. What else? Stocks, that's on electronics, and then on the financials, pulling back so far a little bit more today. So as a VectorVest subscriber, I'm going to show you something. As a VectorVest subscriber, I'm going to go to the ETF viewer. Okay. If you want to take advantage of ETFs, ETF viewer, that's not what I wanted. That's not the one I wanted. Where's the one I want? Let's go to Unisys. No, it's in my viewers. ETF viewer. No, what am I looking for? Watch list viewer. It is the watch list viewer. All right. But there we go. ETFs. And if you want to look for Contras to play that you can hold, how about non-leverage Contras? All right. So Robert, as a VectorVest subscriber, I can introduce you to non-leverage Contras. I want to make sure if I'm looking at a watch list that they have average volume. All right. If you want to look at non-leverage Contras that you can hold, then this is where I would go. Right click. Let's auto fit. And I'd pay attention to the ones that are moving. These are non-leverage Contra ETFs. Does that make sense to you, Robert? But if you do go to like the 2-time leverage or the 3-time leverage Contras, yeah, those are going to be the ones that you don't want to buy and hold for, a super long time. Maybe not even overnight. Does that make sense, Robert? So I would help you from both perspectives. Here's the 2-time leverage. That's on crude. That's on energy. That's on oil. Look at them. Gold. That's what's moving up. Oil, silver, Brazil. So 2 times and 3 times are more of a day trade. The non-leverage you can hold for more than just one night. Put me on my main screen, Joey. All right. Today, live channel looks like the food channel.
Not a good channel.
Oh.
He said good channel.
All right. Well, before you do that, put me back into here. Let's go back to here. Don't want you to forget, if you haven't already, go to www.vectorvest.com/summit. Register. I want everybody to register. Just do it. If you're not there tomorrow, I know everybody's name that's here. If you're not there tomorrow, I'm going to come look for you. Now, that sounds creepy. So I ain't going to do that. That does sound creepy. I'm not doing that. All right. So, but I want you guys to support us. Shaking my head puts when the market goes higher. Listen, just be careful. Just be careful. Tonine, I'm with you. Cash is a position. Cash is a position. If you're not comfortable playing the back and forthness of the market. Thank you, Boston. If you're not comfortable playing the back and forth of the market, don't be afraid to sit in cash. Don't be afraid to sit in cash. Is there a search that correlates to big increases in volumes in sectors and industries? Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I could do some suiting up tomorrow, Glenn. Yes. Joey wants me to wear a blue suit, so I'm wearing a blue suit. Hey, which color suit would you rather me wear? Type 1 for blue, type 2 for brown. 1 for blue, 2 for brown. So now I want to see what you guys want. I'm suiting up. I am freaking not wearing a vest. It's too hot for it. Type 1 for blue, 2 for brown. 1 for blue, 2 for brown. Let's talk about increases on volume. I'm going to go to the unit search tool. I'm going to go to see if I can build a search for you on the fly. Industries, volume, average volume, trending higher for 5 days. All right, let me see what you were asking me for. Suiting up tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow. Where is it? Where's the question about what I could do? Tito's. It is. I thought it was under this. Don't countries reset. Are you moving it? Stop moving it. Here's the summit link. Dang it. I swear I saw it. No, that's not. Somebody wanted to find a search on finding industries or sectors that are removed. Well, let's go do this. Let's go see no results. Look at that. Over the last 5 days, no industries. No, what is this? Industries. No industries moving higher. Interesting. Let's go higher for a week. What industries are, there it is. But these are stocks. I don't want stocks. I want to return industries. Let's go see. I know. Hush up. Let's run the search. There it is. ETF shorts. ETF shorts are moving up the higher over 1 week. It shouldn't give me. All right. You see. Building wood products, it normally will give me some semblance of a percentage, but over the last week, let's go over the last higher over the last 5 weeks. I know. Let's go see what industries are trending higher. Electronic parts, retail department stores, food, candy. So you can do that. Who asked me that question? Because I couldn't find the question. Yellow.
Must have been as if because he retracted something.
Oh, is that what it was? All right.
The only person that did.
All right. Well, you know, can I look at sectors or industries that are on the rise? I can find it right here in the VectorVest search as well. All right. So it looks like blue. I got more ones. So it looks like I'm wearing a blue suit tomorrow. But Catamaran wants me to wear a yellow suit with a yellow hat. That's not happening, Catamaran. That ain't. I don't even own anything. I own a yellow. What?
This one?
Oh, it was Chris. Is there a search that correlates with big increases in volumes in sectors and industries? So let's go do this. That was on average volume. I did that on average volume, Chris. I did that on average volume. Industry average volume, the 50-day moving average trending higher over the last 5 weeks, and I could do it over different time periods. Chris, that's Chris on Facebook. Does that make sense? Chris on Facebook, does that make sense? Peter says, too bad we're not allowed to buy the Contra ETF without Belgian brokers. Oh, you can't? Don't be a scrub. Buy yellow. Listen, I don't want no scrubs. You know, a scrub is a person that can't get no love from me, riding the passenger side of their best friend ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrubs. That's right. Just saying. How about a percent increase? I got to do a delta I can't do it. I can do a Delta. Delta, 10 days, sorted. Ooh, look at that, Chris. You put me on the spot. I like that. I like that. Let's go see. Let's go see. Look at that, Chris. Woo! How about over the last 10 days, on average volume, business healthcare has gone up 60% in volume. Machinery up 42%. Personal cosmetics. How about that, Chris? Ta-da! I did it on the fly, baby. I did that on the fly. If you don't have a subscription to the VectorVest software, join us tomorrow. I'm going to give you a subscription. You know what I'm going to do? I don't care what nobody says. I'm going to give somebody... I'm going to give some... Don't cut my mic. I'm going to give somebody access.
Slow down. Slow down.
Yeah.
I might give somebody a lifetime membership. And everybody's like, don't worry about it. Don't cut my mic. Don't cut my mic. We'll see. I gotta go walk through that on how that would work with the powers to be. But how cool would that be if I could do that? All right, Glenn, you don't have to wear nothing special tomorrow. What I need is you talking stocks. We're gonna be talking stocks, believe you me. All right, I've gone over my time today, but that was cool, Chris. That was great that you put me on the spot to bring up something. And yeah, we can do that. That's kind of cool. You talking about from a trending perspective? I like that. I like that. And if the volume is moving, because volume is conviction, if the volume is moving that way over that much over that time period, if you don't have a subscription to VectorVest, Chris, you need to take one.
Said, how about access to the tomorrow version of VectorVest?
How about access to the tomorrow version of VectorVest? You need to pay me $1.5 trillion. I'll give you access. $1.5 trillion. I'll give you access to the tomorrow version of VectorVest. All right. So there we go. All right. I got to go. Remember, folks, go to www.vectorvest.com/summit to sign up for tomorrow's summit. Excuse me. I will be hosting it. We've got a lot of great speakers going to be talking to you tomorrow. You're going to have a lot of great opportunities to take advantage. Chris, if you're not there, you need to. All right. Chris says, I am a member 2 years now. You're gonna be looking at a lot of cool stuff, Chris. So it's going to be both on Facebook and on YouTube. You guys need to share the link at www.vectorvest.com/summit with everybody you know. Share it with your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your auntie, your nieces, your uncles, and even the people you don't like. Y'all need to share that. I need to see that link being shared everywhere. It's free. It's free.
Giveaways tomorrow, though.
And we're going to have some giveaways tomorrow to include the lifetime subscription to software. We're going to do it. I'm going to do it. I might get fired. That's all right. It'll come on. I'll pay for it.
Just give them your login.
I'll give them my login. I'll give them my login. They'll have a lifetime subscription to VectorVest. All right. Yo, I got to go. All right. Thank you for being here today. You need to sign up. It's just register. And if you don't get to watch it tomorrow, it's going to be up free for the weekend. All right. So do it. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, ya. Until next time, folks. See ya.